Good morning. Hello, Oak Hill Baptist Church and friends. My name is Susan. We're going to talk a little bit about our Operation Christmas Child packing party. Welcome to my video. I haven't done one of these before, but we'll get along just fine. So if you are not familiar with Operation Christmas Child, it is a ministry that is done by Samaritan's Purse, and it allows people like you and me to pack up a shoebox like this one, or perhaps like this one that you might have in the back of your closet. They don't have to be decorated. That's a creative outlet for me. But we pack them full of hygiene items, school items, and some fun toys and gifts. And they go around the world to helpers in the field, workers in the field, who then have an opportunity through this shoebox to share the gospel with someone who may never have heard the name of Jesus. So we get to be a part of the Great Commission and share the love of Jesus one shoebox at a time. We're going to talk a little bit about how our room is set up, and we're going to pack a sample shoebox. In the process, we will talk about things that you can put in your shoebox if you're packing from home. We have 3 rooms set up. I'm in the 5 to 9 age group room. We will have a room that is set up for the 2 to 4 age group and a room that is set up for the 10 to 14 age group. Each room will be set up with the same flow, so one tutorial here will be plenty. As you come into the room, you're going to see a sign similar to this that directs you to go left if you want to pack a box for boys, and it directs you to go to the right if you want to pack a box for girls. So let's get started. So as we start, we're going to choose a shoebox. We have our Operation Christmas Child shoeboxes, and we also have some regular shoeboxes. You'll notice that each box will be labeled with the boy or girl and with the age group. And so we get to open this up. They're already pre-packed with some hygiene items and a pencil pack. And we get to put the fun stuff in. We're going to start with our wow items, and we will have more signage so it's clearer where things are. But we have lots of fun wow items. We have little guys on motorcycles. We have some larger stuffies. Take a look at the wow item you want. Maybe if you're choosing a larger wow item, you might want to choose a slightly larger box to fit it. But I promise you, this guy will fit in this box. I've tested him. So I'm going to choose a mid-size one. And we're not going to really stuff things in here yet. We're just going to kind of load things in. And then later on, I'm going to show you how everything fits together really nicely. Then as we come back here, we have markers, we have colored pencils, we have crayons. We have enough for each box to receive either markers or colored pencils and a pack of crayons. So I'm going to choose a pack of crayons, obviously. And for this box, I'm going to choose colored pencils. And we're just going to poke that right in there. Then we come back here. Obviously, if you have something to color with, you want something to color on. So we have some small coloring books. We have some larger coloring books. I'm going to choose this one. And I know it doesn't look like that's going to fit, but I'm going to show you how to make that fit in a little bit. Now we come to our stuffed animals. If you have chosen a very large wow item, you might want to choose a smaller stuffed animal. Since my wow item is kind of mid-sized, I'm going to choose a mid-sized stuffed animal. So this guy looks awfully cute, I think. We're going to tuck him right in there. And then I'm going to grab one of these half-size composition books. Again, we do have some in other rooms. We will have some larger composition books and notebooks. And we'll show you, those will fit the same way that we fit our coloring book. But this will fit nicely in the bottom of the box. Now, when we come to our fill-in items, I find it's most useful to choose a couple of larger items and then fill in with a few smaller items. So I'm going to choose one of these foam airplane things. Again, this guy kind of looks kind of big for that box, this box, and that's why I'm choosing it, because I'm going to show you how that can fit in. Then we're going to come over here. You can see we've got all kinds of fun things here. I'm going to choose a yo-yo as another filler item. And for our boys, we have enough cars for the two older groups to receive 2 cars. If you're in the 2 to 4 room, the cars are bigger, so you only choose 1. But we have plenty for us to choose 2 nice little cars. And I'm just going to poke those in there. We also have enough of these sticker packs for every box to receive 1, both boys and girls. We have enough balls for every box to receive 1, both boys and girls. And then I think I'm going to choose another little fellow. We've got a little finger puppet here. I'm going to poke him in here. And this is going to make a nice full box. So as we've finished up here, we're going to head out the door, paying attention to whether or not somebody else is coming in to pack another box. And I'm going to show you what we do at the Tetris table, which is where we're going to put all of this together. Okay, so here we are at the Tetris table. It's called the Tetris table because I like to play Tetris and I like to fit things in where there's no spaces. So that's kind of why we call it that. It's kind of an art. If you're not very good at that sort of thing, then we will have somebody at the Tetris table to kind of help with that. But to start with, I'm going to pull all of my things out of my box because the stuff that was preloaded is not necessarily in the best place for it to be, for everything to fit well. So we're going to start with our composition book. These half-size ones fit very neatly on the bottom here. We're going to leave our pencil pack in there. Comb and toothbrush can go to the side. Now this is going to sit right in here, and we're going to just kind of pull that up to fit that in. We're going to fit the pencils on the other side. Now some of our chunky things can go in the end here. And we have a washcloth that we can just kind of tuck in. All right, I'm going to put my little stuffed friend there. I like to put these guys face up so that they have friendly faces looking at them when they open the box. And we'll just kind of load things in, trying to fill in the holes as we go. All right, now last but not least, maybe I should have done this first, but we take the coloring book or the notebook, if it's a large one, spine down, and you just slide that right down in there. It's going to pop up, and that's okay. Then we take our little airplane, and these actually fit very nicely diagonally in the lid. We close down, and we turn that over. We can close our box. At this point, if you want to take time to write a note, a letter, a card, we're going to have a number of options for you to be able to do that, so you can include a little note in with your gift. And when you're done with that, that can go inside here. We put a rubber band around it, which will be provided. And then, very importantly, we will have another table where you can go, and we'll have a list of prayer points. If you want a list of prayer points, or you can just go off to the side, I encourage you to pray for each box, for each child who's going to receive a box. And then we take our box to the finished area. I hope that you come to our packing party. We're going to have a good time. We always do. We're going to have food ahead of time, and we're going to have good fellowship while we're packing.